Good morning, dear learners. I welcome you all to yet another Math Online session. In today's module, we shall discuss two topics: expressing millimeter as centimeter and expressing decimals on number line. So let's get started. So first we have expressing millimeter as centimeter. So we have a ruler scale with us, and we see if you look at the scale, we can see that measures are marked as 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, you can see, and so on. If it is a small scale, up to 15 centimeter it is marked, and in between 1 centimeter and 2 centimeter there are 10 small tiny lines are there. Tiny lines are there. Each of these small tiny lines are called 1 millimeter. Each of these small tiny lines are called 1 millimeter. So in between 1 centimeter and 2 centimeter you will find there are 10 small lines which is called millimeter. There are 10 millimeter, which means 10 millimeter makes 1 centimeter. You must have studied all this in your lower classes. Now in today's session we are going to see how do we express millimeter in terms of centimeter in terms of decimal. So here we have to convert millimeter to centimeter. So what you need to do is that to change millimeter to centimeter, you have to divide whatever measure is given, you have to divide the number by 10. Just look at here a few examples. Suppose we have 8 millimeter is there, we have to convert it into centimeter, we divide it by 10. So what we get, we in the previous class we have seen by dividing by 10, 100 and 1000 we studied. So one decimal point will shift to left side, so the answer will be 0.8. This 0.8 is converted into centimeter, so you can write it as 0.8 centimeter. So what we need to do, to convert millimeter to centimeter, the unit given in millimeter, you divide it by 10, then it is converted into centimeter. So let's see one more example. Next we have 75 millimeter. How do we express in as centimeter? So what we do, we divide the number by 10. So we divide 75 by 10. So what we get, one decimal will go to the left side, so it becomes 7.5. This 7.5 is converted as centimeter. So you can write it as 75 millimeter. So finally you can write 75 millimeter is equal to 7.5 centimeter. See next one. Let us see one more number, 137 millimeter. So what is the first step? You have to divide the number given in millimeter by 10. So what will happen? One place will be shifted. So what is the answer? The decimal point will come between 3 and 7. So the answer is 13.7. So now the 13.7, it is in centimeter. So 13.7 centimeters. So finally you can write 137 millimeter is equal to 13.7 centimeter. Okay, right? So I hope you understood. So next let us learn how to express decimals on number line. So we have to find between, so there are a few numbers, decimal numbers are given, say 0.3, then say 3.8, then 4.8 or 4. Let us take another decimal, let it be 4.5. we have been asked to find between which two whole number these decimal numbers are located. So we have to find in which two whole number these decimals are located. We know that whole numbers are starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So let us write these whole numbers on a number line. So let's draw a number line. So we draw a number line. then we start from 0, 0, next whole number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So the first decimal number we have to find is 0.3. So the question is, in which two whole number 0.3 is located? We know that 0.3 is after 0 and before 1. So 0.3 is after 0 and before 1. So 0.3 will be somewhere between 0 and 1. So how do we write? So in between which two whole numbers 0.3 is? 0.3 is between 0 and 1. How do we write that? 0 between 0 and 1. So 0 we write left side, 1 we write on right side. So 0 less than 0.3 less than 1. So this is how we express 0.3 between 0 and 1. Let us see another number. Next number, it is 3.8. So 3.8. See, look at the number line, the whole number line. 3.8 is the decimal number required. So we have to find between which two whole number 3.8 lies. So 3.8 is after 3. 3.8 is after 3 but before 4. So that means it will be lying between somewhere here. So how do we express this? So we have to write it as, we write the extreme, first we write 3, then right side we write 4, then next we write 3 point. We have to write 3.8 between them. So next 3 is less than 3.8 less than 4. This is how 3.8 lies between 3 and 4. This is how we have to write. See, next one more number, let us see. Next number we have 4.9. Let us see 4.9 or 4.9. So 4.9, look at the number line, whole number line. 4.9 is after 4 but before 5. So somewhere here, 4.9, somewhere here. So between which two whole number? Between 4 and 5. So how do we write? How do we write this using the symbol? So first we write 4. So 4 and right side we write 5. It is between 4.9. 4.9 between 4 and 5. So how do we write them? So which is equal to 4 less than 4.5 less than, or sorry, it is 4.9. So 4.9. So I write 4.9. So we'll write 4 less than 4.9 less than 5. This is how we write numbers on, we write decimal number between the whole numbers. Now next, let us see how to express if a few decimal numbers are given for us and we have been asked to express those numbers on number line. Then how do we express them? That is what we are going to see next. So we have been given some whole decimal numbers as 0.3, then 4.8. Sorry, next number, let us take another number. 1.9, then we have 2.8, then we have 4.5 and so on. So first of all, we draw a number line and then we start marking 0, then we give some markings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we start marking, then I can't produce it, so I am drawing one more line, then I continue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and so on. So each line it should be equidistant. So there are different, the distance is not same. So after 0 I mark 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, then 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, then I mark 0.9. After 0.9 it is 1. So 1.0 I can write 1. Then I can mark 1.2, 1.1. Then this point will be 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, then 1.8, then 1.9 and so on. So here we have 1.3, 1.9, 2.8, 4.5. So 0.3, where do you find 0.3 on number line? So here is 0.3, then next number is 1.9. So 1.9 is here, then 2.8 will be after 1.9. So I can't show you. So for a single line I can't show you this. When you draw number line, you have to draw a straight line, not like two pieces. One single piece you have to draw and use ruler to mark these units. I didn't use it. This distance is not same. So when you use, you take 1 centimeter width for each distance. You have to take 1 centimeter width. Then 1.9 up to 1.9 is there. So we have to, in order to show 2.8 and 4.5, I have to extend this number line little more. So this is how decimal numbers are expressed on number line. So then next, one more type we will see. Next, we have been given a number line, but instead of marking decimal, some alphabets are given. So let us see that a number line is given for us. A number line is given, and the first point is marked 0. Then a few points have been marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And instead of marking decimal numbers, here a letter is given A, alphabet is marked A, and this point is marked B. Then we have been asked to find the decimal represented by this alphabet. Then how do we find it? So the starting point is 0, then we can name 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, next we can mark 0.4, then 0.5, then 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, then this point will be 0.9. Now alphabet towards A, which number is lying? It is 0.5. So you can write A is represented as 0.5. Next, one more letter is the which is B. So what is the decimal represented by B? B is 0.9. So you can write B is equal to 0.9. So if there are more letters are there in this same manner, you can mark decimals, and towards each letter you will find decimals, and you can write the value of the alphabet. Okay, so thank you all of you. Have a great day ahead.